Why, hello, everybody. Thanks for waiting a moment. It's me, Jessica, your health fitness program manager from McLean, and we're about to get into today's Tabata circuit. You're going to need a mat. Oh, no, my head's cut off. That's okay, because when we actually get into things, you'll see my head from the floor. We're going to actually get started on the floor. Fred, I have nothing to bribe you with because we're having a pantry moth problem. Oh my God, things have been crazy here. Let's get right into it. Start for a moment, just marching back and forth. I'm gonna make, oops, oh no, I'm gonna make sure everything's streaming okay. Let me see if I can restart this timer with the right time as well. All right, so you're just marching back and forth. I am checking on technology. It does not feel like my friend today, but that's okay. I'm taking technology as an extroverted person and I'm saying, technology, we're friends now. And it's going to say, all right, have a couple weights nearby. You don't need weights for a lot of your moves today. In fact, if you really don't want to use weights for any of the moves, like you're going to be fine. Um, Well, we got some like bicep curls, we got some tricep extensions. So just have those weights around. Get ready to challenge yourself because remember, with challenge comes change. And if you don't feel challenged, you can still be having a great workout. It's just really a matter of what are you here for? Are you here for the mental health aspect of moving? Perfect. Are you here to change what your body looks like? Well, then you need a little bit more challenge. We're starting right down here on the floor, getting into it with our glute bridges. So relax your back down on the mat. Let's take three big grounding breaths together. Lower back press down on the floor. Big inhale in through your nose. Loud exhale out through your mouth. Two more just like that. Inhale in through your nose. Open your mouth. One more. Inhale in through your nose. Let it all out. Arms can start down by your side. So let's start with our most basic glute bridge, and you can stick with it for the whole time if that's what your body needs and is ready for today. Otherwise, I'm going to encourage you to step it up as we move through as you're ready to get more of that challenge. So, with the feet firmly planted on the floor, you're going to squeeze your glutes, drive your hips up, shoulders still stay on the mat, and then exhale. No, let's exhale up and inhale down. Whatever, just keep breathing. As soon as your butt's about to touch the floor, press yourself back up into that glute bridge. We got 8 rounds and they start in 3, 2, 1. Let's do it. So exhale up and inhale down, and you're just moving at the pace of your breath. So if you're keeping your breath really nice and slow, if you're feeling super tight and tired, this is a great place to start. But if you want a little bit more cardio happening, just make your breath a little bit faster, make your movement a little bit faster, and take a break. Maybe you take your break staying up high in your glute bridge, or maybe you totally relax, plant your feet back down on the floor. Same thing's happening again right now. Go for it. And you can make this same move a little bit more challenging already by inhaling your arms up towards the ceiling, high above your chest, so that you're not using your arms to help balance on the floor. Just a couple more. Find that big squeeze of your glutes and relax down. All right, option to bring it into a little bit more of the hamstrings. So walk your heels out further from the center line. Feet are flexed, heels are pressed into the floor, and then same thing, lift and lower. Maybe you have your triceps down on the mat for a little bit of bracing here for your upper body, or maybe you're reaching arms back up towards the ceiling for that additional challenge. Still just using your breath. I like to exhale up, inhale down. If it feels more natural for you to do the other, then do it. Take a break. One more time through with this big hamstring focus. Ready? Arms either down or up. Go for it. And if this is too much for you for those hamstrings, walk your legs back in, come back to that starter glute bridge that we did. Find that big squeeze at the top. All right, walk your feet back in. This time we're going to press all the way up onto the balls of the feet. Hips are going to stay high this time, starting to get a little bit more challenging. Remember, arms can be down on the floor. We're going to drop our heels, either both heels at the same time or one heel and then the other, but do your best to keep glutes squeezed and hips high. Remember, arms can be on the floor for a little bit more bracing if you need to. Dropping both heels at the same time is take a break. Obviously, a little bit more challenging than one at a time. One more time through, just like that, or any of the other variations that you want or need, go for it. Really work to keep those hips high as heels sink down to the floor. We got 2 more rounds of these glute bridges. Relax. I'm going to encourage you for this last round. Press yourself up onto the balls of the feet. Hips stay high. Use your exhale to find a pulse. Let's do it. So really high up on the balls of the feet, hips staying high and only coming a little bit higher. But remember, if you need to, you can always come back to any of the 3 versions of the glute bridge that we did already. Take a break. We got one more time through. 3, 2, 1. Press up. Go for it. Ooh, lower down. Wow, draw your knees into your chest. Give yourself a couple circles in one direction, keeping that low back sacrum on the floor. Circles in the opposite direction. Let's move on to move number 2. Grab a quick sip of water if you want it. But we're going to be face down to the floor, so only a quick sip. Option for a larger drink after this. We've got a plank. We've got a variety of planks, but we're going to start, pardon me, just holding your plank. 20 seconds of plank. Whoa, 20 seconds of plank work. Option for a total rest. Oh my gosh, hiccups. Otherwise, encourage you to bring yourself into your down dog. Oh, for a little active recovery. Oh my gosh, let me grab a quick sip skis of water. Well, that was hilarious. All right, let's do this. So we got our 20 seconds of plank and an encouraged active recovery, 10 seconds of down dog or release yourself down. Starts in 3, 2, 1. What kind of plank, you say? Well, I'm starting with a straight arm plank. However, if you want to start with a forearm plank, if you need to bring your knees down to the floor, that's totally fine. What can you do today in this round with your breath right now for 3, 2, 1? You can send your hips up to the ceiling, take a pedal through your heels, stretch out your calves, maybe shake your hips a little left and right. We're going to shift the weight forward for that same plank style one more time. Engage through your back, heels on top of the balls of the feet, elbow creases shining in towards each other, belly pulled in nice and tight for 3, 2, 1. Down dog, active recovery. All right, next up, encouraging you to bring a little mountain climber action to your plank. Get ready, shift weight forward to your shoulders once again, and then drive one knee up and then the other. Maybe even take a little rounding in your back as your knee dries up. And if you need to be on your knees right here, just finding this mountain climber or bringing your forearms to the floor, you can. Now take your down dog. I'm going to get this next round with forearms down on the mat in 3, 2, 1. Go for it. Find your second round of mountain climbers. And you can even do a dolphin style down dog with forearms on the ground. So take that 10-second break. Lower belly coming towards thighs, biceps coming between ears. Great news, y'all. We're halfway through this plank series. Come on back down, back to your plank. Finding some shoulder taps. Try not to let hips rock too much side to side. Is it too much to tap your shoulders? Can you just lift your hand up off of the floor for a second? Remember, knees can come back down to the floor if you need to find your taps for 3, 2, down dog. One more time through of those shoulder taps without letting hips rock as much as possible. Go for it. Keep your belly pulled in. Keep your back engaged. Those wide feet are just going to help you feel stable. 3, 2, down dog. One more double set round of planks. This time we're going to go for a 3-point plank. So something is lifting off of the ground. Shift forward. First one hand, then the other hand, then one foot, and then, oops, the other foot too. Awesome. Maybe you can even get 2 points off of the ground at the same time. 3, 2, down dog. We got one more round of planks, one more round of down dogs. In 3, 2, shift that weight forward one more time through. For 3, 2, find your last down dog. You've got it. Final 10 seconds right here. Can you drop your heels a little closer to the floor this time? Awesome. Eye gaze forward towards your fingers. Walk your toes towards your hands. Generously bend your knees. Relax your back a little bit here. Belly coming towards thighs. As generous of a bend in your knees for belly to come towards thighs. And then take a moment, stretch your hips up towards the ceiling. Head relaxes down towards the floor. Find a place to relax your arms. Shake your head, yes. Shake your head, no. Slowly root to rise through your heels. Great. We've got some rows and we've got some tricep extensions coming up next. So find the weight that you would like to use today. And we can do this one from down on the floor or from a hinged hip. I'm going to come down on the floor. That just kind of decreases the center of gravity. So back should feel a little bit better. Also, I didn't adjust my camera super well today, so this should help. Okay, so round 1, let's go for just rows. Elbows drawing back, maybe the head of the dumbbell painting up your thighs. We'll have time too to get in a nice wide row. We're just going to mix it up, getting some rows, getting some triceps, getting some rows with some triceps. Rows themselves up first in 3, 2, belly in, find your hinge. Let's do it. So find that big squeeze. I have the lower head of the dumbbell just painting up my thighs. Nice flat back. Use your exhale, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And as those elbows draw back, draw the center line of your body in too. So try not to let your rib cage flare out too much. Take a break. And what I mean by that is as your hands pull back, your rib cage might want to flare open. So keep this center line knit as arms pull back. Let's get just triceps. So from that high row, extending hands, arms straight, and then bringing it right back in. So elbows stay high, just like they had been. Knit that rib cage in. Good time to practice. You got 5 seconds left, and then we're going to combine our row with our tricep. Take a break. So we're going to find that big pull to row, extend to tricep, in and down this next round. In 3, 2, open your chest, engage your back, pull your rib cage in, row, extend, in, down. You got it. Row, extend, in, down. Less than 10 seconds to go. Next round, we're going to come right back to just the rows. 3, 2, take a break. So this time, let's do that wide row. So palms facing towards your thighs. Bring your elbows up a little bit more in line with your shoulders. Let's do it. I bet this weight seems a lot heavier for that upper back focused wide row as opposed to that low row. At least it does for me. Can't get quite that same drive, and that's okay. Take a break. You might need a slightly lighter weight for this next tricep move too. We're going to go for a straight arm extension. So exhale, palms come all the way up. Hold the full length of your exhale, and then back down. Let's do it. And then slowly lower down. So your arms are straight. Your elbows aren't locked. For 3, 2, 1. Awesome. Let's combine those two moves. So we're going to get that big wide row and then a straight arm extension in 3, 2, 1. Go for it. Wide row, straight arm press behind you. Oh my gosh. For 3, 2, 1. Awesome. We've got 3, 6, 2 more rounds. So let's just go for some triceps. I'm just going to go for an overhead tricep extension, one arm at a time. Let's do it. If you were like, no, I want to just go for rows, that's okay. I have my hand right here by my chest just to encourage me to keep the bicep by the ear to control the arm from swinging out to the side. Take a break. And by kneeling, once again, I'm also just lowering that center of gravity, less likely to overarch the back. Other arm comes up. Last time for triceps in 3, right now. 3, 2, 1. Good work. Stay consistent right here. Really focus on finding that squeeze at your full extension. And we made it. Put your weights down. Grab a quick sip of water. Stand up. Next up, we've got goddess squats. These are one of my favorites. Okay. So normal squats, non-goddess squats. Feet are usually about hips width distance, maybe a little bit narrower for a regular squat, and your glutes really go behind you like you're sitting in the chair. For this goddess squat, we're going to open feet really nice and wide, shoulder width or wider. Toes are pointing out, so knees are going to point out, and you're going to do your best to keep your head stacked on top of your shoulders, on top of your hips, like you're leaning against an imaginary wall behind you to go down and up, not like your butt is going to press against the wall like the other squat. So we're getting a lot more inner thigh, groin, even quads are going to feel this one. So first couple rounds, let's just go for coming on down and lifting yourself back up. Make sure your feet are wide enough so that as you come down, your knees are not going past your toes. So this will be too narrow of a squat with my heels just outside of my shoulders. Take that extra foot a step so that knees don't go past your toes. In 3, 2, 1, let's do it. So just going down, press through your heels to lift up. Big squeeze of your glutes at the top, and then work to control, lower yourself down. Can you get your inner thighs parallel to the floor? We'll play around down there in just a couple of rounds. Take a break, shake it out a little bit. Just shake out that glute. Gentle weight in the outer edges of the feet. Maybe shake out your thighs. Let's do the same thing one more time. Here we go. So just going down, press through your heels, squeeze glutes to lift. So maybe it takes a little extra time to come up also. You're so engaged. 3, 2, 1. Great. This time we're going to go down. We're going to lift up one heel. We're going to stand ourselves up. Ready? Let's do it. Come on down, lift one heel up off the floor, push it back down, press through it, stand. Let's get the other heel. So just one heel at a time, lifting and lowering, taking a moment on the ball of your foot. Yay, shake it out, take a break. Can you challenge yourself to lift both of those heels up at the bottom? Let's find out. Begin. However, if you come down to the bottom and you're lifting your heels up and your form is going all over the place, then come back to where you can be as best with your form. So maybe that just means lifting and lowering, and that's absolutely okay. I know that just lifting and lowering in this one, take a break, can be really hard to get that hip open here. Almost like there's an imaginary wall in front and behind you. Let's stay down a little bit longer this time. Whoa. All right. So come on down. Meet me here. Let's get that right foot, the left foot, both feet, and lift. And now just switch. Come on down. Left foot, right foot, both feet, press up and squeeze. Right foot, left foot, both feet, lift. Take a break. One more time through that same way. Left foot, right foot. Beep, bop, boop, boop, bop. In 3, 2, 1. Go for it. A little left foot, right foot, both feet, push up and down. Right foot, left foot, both feet, press up. So each time I go down, I'm also thinking about taking a little tuck under. Woo! Take a break of those hips, not letting glutes stay out super far. Let's challenge ourselves to stay down there as long as we can in 3, 2, here we do. Coming on down. So still sticking with my little right foot, left foot, but no lift up between. 3, 2, take a break. We got one more time through. Do you feel those inner thighs working? I know I feel mine. In 3, 2, 1, come on down. Good. Keep that chest up. Keep your pelvis tucked under. We got less than 5 seconds to go. 3, 2, press yourself up. Shake it out. Grab some water. Boop, boop, boop. Oh my gosh, we got 2 more moves for today, everybody. All right, we've got a static lunge to a bicep curl to an overhead press. We're going to switch up that lunge direction each time. So you're going to come on into your lunge. You're just going to stay right here. Weights in your front heel, back knee towards the floor. Give me a curl, press, lower, down. That's it. If you really need to stand up between each one, you stand up between each one. We start in 3, 2, 1. Begin. So we're in that lunge, curl, press to shoulders and down. That's it. Keep thinking whichever leg you have towards the back, gently drawing that hip a little bit more forward, getting your 2 hips in one line. 3, 2, you made it. Take a break. Next, we're going to step that opposite leg back. In 3, 2, let's do it. Step it back. Find your curl, press, shoulders, and down. How much is that back knee coming towards the floor? Curl, press, and down. One more. Awesome. Step your feet together. Let's get the other side again in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. We've got a curl, press, lower, down, same leg. Curl, press, halfway through. 3, 2, 1. Awesome. Let's get that other side one more time. And then we're going to come right back down to the floor because I overestimated how much time we had to work out today. Great. Step it on back. Curl, press, stay in your lunge. Or maybe you're just in that step back if you have your legs straight or if you have your knee bent. That knee bent feels a little bit more challenging, especially after already working the quads and glutes so much. Great. You made it. Come on down to the floor. We got a side plank with rotation in 5 seconds. So find your side plank. Knee can be on the floor. Hip can be on the floor if you need to too. Rotate it through. Can you tap your elbow to the mat? Oops, lost my earbud. Keep going. Can you challenge yourself here more and get more lifted off the floor? Can you hold here solid for just 10 seconds and do the same side one more time? If you need to lower down and take a break, that's fine. Otherwise, let's keep going for these last 20 seconds. Just 2 times of this side plank or 1 long interval, however you want to see it. Remember, if you need to bring that knee to the floor, bring your knee to the floor. Switch to the other side, 10-second break. Last 40 seconds of work starts in 3, 2, 1. Find your rotation. Can you bring your elbow towards the floor? Or maybe you're just reaching. Maybe you can't even thread the needle today. Maybe that's what your goal is to work on, and that's fine. Can you challenge yourself a little bit more in this plank? And then can you hold it here for these 10 seconds right now? 10-second break / challenge. Last 20 seconds of work are coming up in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Ooh, counting is not my strong suit today, everyone. But you know what my strong suit is? Whatever I'm wearing. 3, 2, 1. Yay! Come on into tabletop. Give yourself a couple cat-cows right here. Spread your fingers really nice and wide. Push into the palms of your hands, into the pads of your hands, into the tips of your fingers. Move slowly with intention from cat to cow. Feel free to have some fun. Shift your hips a little left and right. Intentionally, but gently shake your head a little left and right. We got some great total body stretches. Where are you feeling it right now? I feel it most in the lower half of the body, in the exterior hips and glutes. Let's go ahead, tuck your toes under, send hips up towards the ceiling. Ooh, that feels delightful on the backs of the legs. Generous bend in knees, as generous as you need. Lower belly comes to thighs, head between your between your biceps. Wow, shake your head, yes. Slowly. Shake your head, no. Walk your hands to your feet this time. Hang out in your dangle. Once again, generous bend can come to your knees, more weight in your heels. If you want more of a stretch on the back of your legs, shift weight to your toes. Send your hips up towards the ceiling. Once again, take a moment to pull your belly in. Belly comes to thighs. As shoulders draw away from ears, belly might come even more towards your thighs. Shake your head, yes. Shake your head, no. Release your left hand down to the floor. Heel toe your feet about mat width distance apart. Inhale, right arm up towards the ceiling. Oh, it feels good. Exhale, right hand down to the floor. Inhale, left arm up towards the ceiling. Exhale, left hand down to the floor. Bend your knees, transfer your hands to your thighs, drop your left shoulder forward. Drop your right shoulder forward. Chest to the ground, and then roll yourself up. At the top, step your feet together. Inhale your arms up overhead. Find a big stretch from your waist. Reach your fingers up towards the ceiling, but not just shoulders coming towards your ears. Length from the center line. And on your exhale, relax your arms down by your side. Take a moment, find your stillness as your arms come to your side. Stretch your fingers down towards the floor to decompress your shoulders. Squeeze your glutes, hips come forward. Take a moment. In your power pose, bring a smile to your amazing face. And then relax. You did it. Yay. Thank you so much for coming, for joining me for today's Tabata inspired circuit. I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope you feel worked and ready for an awesome week. Can't wait to see you again for more streaming a little later. Till then, have a wonderful day.